What is your favorite polite way to tell someone you don't care about what they're saying? I overheard an exchange between two old duffers in the gym locker room last week that was interesting and sort of fits the bill here. The one fellow was doing a deep dive into his medical history and sharing it all with the other fellow in excruciating detail. Even I was getting bored and I wasn't part of the conversation. At about the 5-minute mark, the man doing all the listening just straightforwardly goes, "Hey, buddy, you got more story than I got time. My wife's gonna drive off without me." With that, he did a 180 and walked off. I wouldn't exactly say it was polite, but, being weary of listening to the long talker myself, I found myself thinking, good for you, man. Good for you. I never thought about it that way. I'll have to look into it more. Oh, what do you think about subject change? Damn, that's crazy. It depends. In a social setting, I am usually nicer. People want to be heard and not everyone is a good storyteller. I will listen for a bit and then redirect the conversation or excuse myself. In business, I'm pretty ruthless. My time really is money, so I will give a direct reason as to why I can't focus on the subject. Nothing against you, but this is more brainpower than I can commit to this topic for now. Either that or something to the effect of, sorry, my mind's somewhere else right now. Why don't we revisit this another time? Most of my friends know I suck at paying attention, and I find that if you're polite but direct and don't frame it as a judgment on them, they understand. I've stopped people and said, I appreciate your enthusiasm for this, but I really don't have enough context or background to fully understand what you're saying. I generally just let them keep talking. I've found that a lot of those people who ramble to anyone who will listen are just lonely, or need a more attention than the average person. I don't want to hurt their feelings by letting on that I'm not interested, and unless I have something else to do, it's not hurting me to humor them and listen for a while. If it goes on too long, I'll say something like, well hey, it's been nice talking to you, but I have to get back to work, head to the bathroom, find something to eat, etc., and we wrap up the conversation. I've never heard someone with that opinion speak so confidently or so publicly about it. I just start handing them random objects until they lose their train of thought. Having a severe hearing loss and 2 hearing aids, I just play with the back of my ears, don't really adjust my hearing aids but it looks like I am, and then interrupt to ask them to repeat what they just said. Then I interrupt them again to say I have a problem with word recognition of people with certain vocal frequencies. After interrupting multiple times and asking them to repeat it using different words, they usually just stop talking. Allow me to introduce to you all the perfected art of the Southern phone call ender. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Hey, I know we could talk about this all day, but I need to insert realistic alternative. Food in my tum-tum, finish this laundry before it's too late, etc. I take my cue from the dude, not realizing why his landlord is reminding him that it's already the 10th. Far out. Oh, fuck off with that BS. Go silent for 12 seconds. Anyways, I think we should get back to what I called you about. That 12 seconds of silence is essential. I'm boring myself. So I just listen to them and change the subject when they are done. Wow, that's so interesting. It reminds me of insert change of subject here. Or if I'm feeling salty, that certainly is a point of view. Nodding and saying ah. Put your pointer finger up and say hold that thought and then walk away. Cool story. Glance at phone, look over shoulder, turn and walk away. Oh neat. Can it wait a minute? I'm in the middle of some calibrations. That's insane dude, but did you know? New topic. Gaze on the land where I grow my fucks, and see that it is barren. Look, I've been holding this shit in for an hour. I gotta go take a shit. Poop your pants, they'll end the conversation for you. If they're polite too, they may pretend to not notice, in which case you just tell them I think I pooped my pants and walk away, they won't stop you. Also, you could probably just say you pooped your pants without actually doing it and walk away. I remember you saying before, yeah. Absolutely. Hey, sorry to cut you short but I'm busting for the loo. Catch up with you in a bit. There's a guy who just recently retired from work who would talk to you for hours if he could. It was never about anything important, or if it was followed by about an hour of him repeating the same thing over and over. He would even follow you around if you tried walking away. So eventually, it became a game. If he was talking to me, I would try to lead us to another coworker, and once they started to talk I would quickly get up and leave. It was now up to the next person to do the same. I'm not really interested in that, can we talk about something else? Just be straight with people. I say #unsubscribe and walk away. You are entitled to your opinion, but I completely disagree. Let's leave it at that. Smiles politely. I don't give a fuck, turns around and leaves. If I could just stop you there? Proceed to offer nothing. I find that people always do the opposite of what you want, so if I really want the conversation to end I will act like I'm super interested in it. Oh shit dude. I really want to hear more, but fuck I gotta go. Can we continue this later? They basically love me for sounding super into what they were saying, like I don't want to end the conversation, and I basically promise to hear them finish later. You know what happens when I see them again? They forget what they were talking about every time. Sometimes I even specifically ask them about it and they kind of drop it. Plus as a bonus they can't figure out why they feel closer to me as a friend for some reason. Winking face. Remain quiet until they are finished speaking. Nod or confirm that you understand and then leave. Understanding is not agreeing. Most people don't realize that you don't care and you don't hurt their feelings. Stare silently at them for just long enough to be uncomfortable, then say, "You've just reminded me I need to buy some vegetables," then leave. Yes. Walks away. Oh, that's very interesting, but what do you think about insert something I actually care about? I may look into it but not now because I am tired. That's what I say, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know about all of that, but change subject. It is what it is. I took a class in that in high school, college. I couldn't get into it at all, got a C. I'm more interested in underscore. I point to the headphones I am wearing and open my eyes really wide. Lol. I wear headphones in public because I don't want to talk to random people sometimes. Why do people think it's okay to breach that? Fair enough. When someone's showing me a boring video, I tap the screen to see how much longer is left. Works every time. I never want anyone to know or think I don't care about what they're saying. I am adult enough to engage in a conversation regarding nearly anything to make someone feel heard. Kindness goes a long way. Fascinating. Spock. Not to interrupt, but if you're trying to have a conversation about blank, I am not the guy. Thank you for speaking your mind. People who I don't know, don't enjoy. 1. Oh, I've got to stop you because I insert new topic, exit, etc. 2. I don't know enough about this to have an opinion, but I can tell you really care. I can understand that, but and then first bit. People who are sweet but no social cue firing. 3. Ask them if you can get the rest later. 4. Ask them if they can walk and talk because you've got XYZ on the agenda and have to split. I'm Canadian, the polite exit is a great lesson.